Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Professor Neil Fowler, and it's my absolute pleasure to be the Dean of Students at the University of Salford. And it's my privilege to welcome you to this University of Salford graduation ceremony. Before we start the proceedings, we've been royally entertained by our University of Salford graduation band. I think we should show our appreciation for the wonderful members of our community who have played for us today. Graduands, a word you may not have heard before, but it is what you are. You are graduands at this point. And during the course of today's ceremony, you will change from being them to being the other word that we shan't utter until later. Graduates, your relationship with the university does not end when you graduate. In fact, it's only just beginning. You are now a member of a global alumni community of over 175,000 graduates. And we would love to keep in touch with you to ensure that you're kept up to date with the latest benefits and services available to you as a member of our alumni network. Look out for an email from our alumni and engagement team over the next couple of days. It's an important one, because within it you will find that there's a link that allows you to download a clip of yourself walking across stage today. And just remember, you're on camera all the way across the stage. The team will also be in touch to provide you with information about our Graduate Life website that provides helpful information and tips about life as a graduate, from careers advice to travelling and managing your money. You now have to manage your own. You can't spend anybody else's. And you'll be invited to join from Salford, our exciting new alumni network and mentoring hub, instantly connecting you to an online community of Salford alumni and supporters living across the globe, giving you the opportunity to expand your professional network, get helpful careers tips from experts in your field, and even request one of them to become your mentor. Now, finally, before we begin, a little bit of housekeeping. Could I ask that you please check that your mobile phones are switched to silent? But please do keep them on so that you can take pictures and share images throughout the ceremony using Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, any other platforms you care to share. Please do, during the course of the ceremony, take as many pictures, as many images to make today last for as long as you possibly can. The ceremony will now begin. For all those of you who are able, may I ask that you please stand to welcome the academic procession.
Graduation open to confer an honorary degree and to present awards of the University of Salford. Please be seated.
Graduands and distinguished guests, please welcome Professor Margaret Rowe, Dean of the School of Health and Society.
Welcome to the School of Health and Society graduation. It's absolutely splendid to see so many of you, our students from nursing, midwifery and OT, here today with their families and friends. It's absolutely fantastic, and a full packed house. How great is that? Yeah, woo! I'm really delighted we can celebrate together and that we are going to share with you some of our previous achievements across the school. But none of those achievements could be done without the staff, both professional and academic, and our fantastic students. We've won a number of prestigious awards, and we've been nominated for a number of awards for students and staff, so many that I can't actually name them all in the period of time that I've got. We have a real focus within the school and the university about the importance of working with partners, our industry partners, and for the students here today, that is within the health service, within the voluntary sector and in the private sector. We are the first university across the world to achieve Child Safe Accreditation by Friends International for the work we do with children and young people, led by Professor Tony Long and Professor Andrew Rowland. It means that our safeguarding policies, everyday practices and the environment of the school conform to the requirements for a place to be safe for children's staff, ready to protect children and young people at risk of harm and to ensure appropriate referral support services. We are the only one, so first and the only one, so brilliant. We are really pleased that our students identified high levels of satisfaction of the programmes and that they identified the academic support and teaching is at extremely high standards. Academics in the school have led on a number of projects. I'm going to just name a few. Salford Anti-Poverty Task Force, a research and knowledge exchange partnership between the University of Salford and Salford City Council. This groundbreaking task force represents the cutting edge of evidence-based policy making, delivering a programme of co-produced research that is directly informing Salford's anti-poverty strategy and impacting nationally on policy. Academics led by Professor Malcolm Garant and Professor Chris Nestor and Dr Jane McAdam have secured funding from EPSRC to establish the first Centre for Doctoral Training, a CDT, in prosthetics and orthotics in the UK. This centre will train at least 60 individuals to doctoral level, creating a new generation of highly skilled researchers who can deliver technology and service innovations needed to meet the aspirations within prosthetics and orthotic users. The CDT combines expertise from the University of Salford, Imperial College London, the University of Strathclyde and the University of Southampton with global industry partners. We're also the first allied health doctoral school in the UK. This year has been particularly busy within the Directorate of Nursing and Midwifery as we've been working through the Future Nurse curriculum. We set out an aspirational ask that this would be co-created by students, staff and all of our external partners, both on the shop floor, but absolutely at the strategic level, and national leads, which we have achieved. This has now been seen as an exemplar for collaboration nationally between the health service, delivering excellent patient care with various universities. We offer a number of student clinics giving excellent service and great student experience, one being the student-led physiotherapy service, which started in the Manchester Institute of Health and Performance. The school has welcomed students from around the globe: China, Africa, the Middle East, Europe and America, and we continue to expand our international profile further, developing key overseas partnerships, student recruitment and student exchange programmes. We're also really fortunate that the Salford Institute of Dementia has had an exciting and memorable year, and we have a real focus about the importance of research impacting on programme and lives. In the Dementia Action Week, the Institute led all of the activities that we've been doing with our dementia associates, who really drive and strive the type of research that we're actually doing within the school. I'm pleased to say Christopher Eccleston, Doctor Who, a fellow Salfordian, was named this year as the patron for the Dementia Hub. Whilst it's been a really exciting year for the school, it's also been a year of significant achievement for our university as a whole. And as such, I'm very proud to introduce our presiding officer of this ceremony, the Pro-Vice-Chancellor, Dr. Sam Grogan. Where could he be? Where is Dr. Sam Grogan? Isn't he amazing? Another twirl, Sam, I think.
She made me do it. Distinguished guests and graduates of 2019, as Pro-Vice-Chancellor of the University of Salford, I am delighted to welcome you all to today's graduation ceremony, celebrating the awards that you have achieved. We are here today to congratulate you all as our next generation of graduates, to wish you well and to tell you how proud we are of you as you embark on the next chapter of your life. Today marks the culmination of years of hard work for you, and recognising your successes is rightly the highlight of our university calendar. It's a privilege, a pleasure and an honour for me to share this day with you. May I also extend a very warm welcome to your family, your friends and your supporters, whether you've come from just down the road or have travelled long distances to be here. You're all very welcome indeed. I am also delighted to welcome Hilary Garrett Cbe, who joins us today as she receives an honorary degree. Hilary is the Director of Nursing in NHS England and Deputy Chief Nursing Officer for England. She's a registered nurse and health visitor with 36 years of experience of working in clinical, public health and executive leadership roles in the NHS, and has worked for over 15 years in her clinical and early leadership roles in Salford, her home city. It is in recognition of her outstanding career achievements that Hilary receives her award here today. And I hope everyone will take away some very special memories of this important day. Your university years will have been a pivotal moment in your life. Alongside your specific studies, you will have further shaped your views on the world, you have learned more about yourself and created memories and friends that I promise you will stay with you for life. You have developed intellectually, personally and socially. So now, whether you're moving on to further studies or new employment, or simply taking the time to reflect on those opportunities now afforded you, you can be absolutely confident that you're ready to succeed in whatever you choose to do, because you've done more than study for a degree. The passion and the drive and the determination that you've shown on your journey to get here in this room now, today, are all qualities that will serve you very well in the future. When I think back to my own university experience, my mind tends to focus not so much on the actual detail of the experience itself. I actually tend to think about what's happened in my life because of my time at university. Like many of you here today, I was the first in my family to ever go to university, and I studied theatre, firstly training as an actor and then as a dancer. I don't know how I ended up in a suit. Simply put, this experience opened up the world for me. Possibilities were positioned as present. And an applied education, learning through doing, enables one to view the world through a dynamic, creative lens. And at the heart of this lens is collaboration and communication, two skills that have really nudged me towards whatever successes I may have had. Off the back of my first degree, I've managed to have adventures that have seen me, taken me across the world. I've continued to create things with amazing people and continued to travel to where I am today, Pro-Vice-Chancellor for Student Experience, and working alongside these gifted, talented, phenomenal educationalists in the pursuit of making a positive difference to the world. And honestly, I don't think I could ask for anything more in life. If you told me that the skills I'd picked up making theatre and dance would one day bring me to this fantastic place and to lead the institution's teaching and learning and student experience strategy, I'd have asked for a pint of whatever you'd been drinking. But it did, and it has. Thank you. Woo! Yeah. Me too. And that's what university has unlocked for me through the unpredictable twists and turns of the years. It's unlocked possibility, adventure, a lifetime of being a learner, and the skills and abilities to keep on developing. Now, you've all demonstrated your skills and your abilities and your drive by arriving here to receive your awards. And we're proud of you, as you should be of yourselves. I also hope that you're proud of us, your university too. And whilst we're here to celebrate your successes and achievements, the time you've been studying with us has also been a period of many achievements for this university. This year, for instance, we see a growing cohort of apprenticeship students graduating as the university rises to the challenge of providing different ways of learning for the diverse skills economy that exists today. The university started with 2 apprenticeship programmes in chartered surveying back in 2016, but since then we've grown to now have over 400 apprenticeships studying on an impressive portfolio of 11 programmes in partnership with over 100 employers across health, digital, engineering, business, construction and biomedical science. You, our students and alumni, have also been doing the university proud over the last 12 months. For instance, 25 of our fashion students showcased their collections at the New York Fashion Week, 2 of our law students represented the UK at the Commonwealth Legal Association Moot in Zambia, and 14 of our graduates, 14 and honorary graduates, were named in the Queen's Honours List. Now, these are just a few examples of the amazing things that you have been doing. And all of this success is not going unnoticed. We're now proudly the fastest growing university in the Northwest and the 5th fastest in the whole country. More students than ever are applying to join us with the aspiration of sitting exactly where you're sitting one day. This is an exciting and inspiring time to be part of the university community, and today is about you, the students from the School of Health and Society who are graduating this year and celebrating your journey with us. But it is also about the people who have helped you on your journey to receiving your award today. No one does anything on their own. Our staff alongside me today have guided you during your university career and helped you recognise and reach your potential. Similarly, your supporters, your family, your friends have also encouraged you along the way, perhaps cajoled at times, and helped you recognise and reach your potential again, offering emotional, practical and often financial support. Now, I think that support deserves recognition. So I'd like all the graduands, please, to stand. So I'd just like to take a look around you, to those beside you, those around you, those on the stage, and give them a phenomenal round of applause for the support you've been given. Thank you. Please be seated. So in a moment, it's going to be your moment across this stage. You're going to pass across this stage, and I know that some of you will be very worried about that. I saw the heels on the way into the room. Don't worry about the high heels and steps, because it's too late now. But enjoy your time. And I look forward to shaking your hand across the stage. After the handshake, this part of your journey, Salford journey, will end, but a new one begins. From today, the end of the ceremony, you'll become alumni of this great university, and you'll be joining a community of over 175,000 Salford graduates around the world. Remember, this university is your university. Our successes are your successes, just as your successes are ours. Please, remember your roots. Phone home. Keep in touch. Let us know how you are doing, so how we can help you and how you can continue to help us and future generations of graduates. Finally, on a personal note, in these fractious, volatile and seemingly very troubled times, I invite you all to reflect on your abilities and your social obligations as graduates and ambassadors of the University of Salford. I urge you to work for the benefit of others and be a catalyst for positive change in whatever communities you choose to live and work in. Please seize the opportunities life gives you, cherish the memories of your time at Salford, and use the skills, knowledge and abilities you've gained here to be the very best you can be. So I'm going to finish by saying this to each and every graduate. Be proud of what you've achieved. Be bold in your aspirations and be daring, because the future is now yours to make. And as we'd like to say at Salford, go out there and become unstoppable. Thank you very much.
I now invite Hilary Garrett Cbe to be presented for the degree of Doctor of Science, honoris causa.
Pro-Vice-Chancellor, graduands, guests, I'm delighted to introduce our honorary graduate today, Hilary Garrett Cbe, Deputy Chief Nurse of England. I'm very proud to present Hilary to you on behalf of my colleagues in the School of Health and Society. Hilary is no stranger to the school and has become closely linked to our development, growth and mission to improve care and impact on the population of Salford and beyond. Hilary proudly tells all she meets she's a Salford lass. And whilst born in Oldham, her nursing took place in the local area. Indeed, she was a health visitor in this very location and has shared with us, all the students, colourful stories of the life at Salford at her time. Hilary is proud of her northern working class roots. She was fortunate to undertake A-levels, but like many of the best of us, maybe didn't get the results she'd expected at the time. When she got her results, her dad said, "Well, you either become a nurse or a nun. Your choice." Now, those of us who know Hilary know that quiet contemplation wasn't going to fit in, although we are told that many government ministers and chief executives had wished for a vow of silence. But she admits at times that she had no real concept of what nursing was at that time. Her sister, already a nun, worked in a hospice and managed to get Hilary a cleaner's role that began her love of care and desire to become a nurse grew stronger and stronger as she watched and witnessed the work that the nurses did in caring for those at the end of their lives. She took the plunge and applied to do her nurse training in Manchester and qualified with great pride in 1986. She worked as a nurse but quickly found her passion as a health visitor, undertaking further studies and qualifying in 1989 on the specialist register. This role allowed Hilary to support some of the poorest families in Salford, ensuring that they got a good, strong start in life. Hilary's passion to make a difference was spotted early on, and she moved into many senior roles in the community and commissioning as chief nurse, chief executive, and then in 2011 appointed Director of Nursing and Director of Performance for the NHS Manchester. In a very short time, Hilary raised the profile of the most vulnerable in our region and lobbied for change for the health and social care system to support people with disabilities, those living with dementia and those with health that was impacted by poverty. Sadly, she wasn't to hold that post long, and the loss to our region was the nation's gain. She was appointed in 2012 Deputy Chief Nurse for England, as a role she shaped for the good of nursing care, the improvement of nursing profession and raising the profile of nursing practice. Leading on safeguarding, her passion for creating a safe space for the most vulnerable in society to thrive has changed nursing for the better. As I have said, she is a passionate advocate for all in society, from advocating for those in refugee camps to sitting on the board of children in need, giving grants to local groups, making a difference. She is a tireless campaigner for the underdog, and it was her contribution to nursing and charity that was awarded a CBE in the Queen's Honours List in 2017, and listed as one of the most influential women in the UK, Women of Achievement and Inspiration Awards given by the Council of Women in 2018. She is utterly determined, gracious in nature, and a true advocate for the university, school and the profession. She has helped us in shape the new Future Nurse curriculum and is a role model to all of our students, our staff and the community. I think you will agree that whilst you would have made a great nun, you've made an inspirational nurse leader. I'm delighted, therefore, to present for the degree of Doctorate of Science, Hilary Garrett Cbe, in recognition of her work in nursing profession, her support to the University and the School of Health and Society, and the people of Salford. Pro-Chancellor, I present for the degree of Doctorate of Science, Honoris Causa, Hilary Garrett Cbe.
So, Hilary, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the University of Salford, I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Science, Honoris Causa. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Well done. Congratulations. That's fantastic. Thank you.
Wow, so many people here. And an honorary doctorate, wow. This means a great deal to me, and as Margaret said, I grew up not far from here in a mixed-race, working-class family. And so to receive something that recognises how far I've come, perhaps not geographically today, I grant you, but something that says I've contributed my life, feels like an opportunity to honour the many, many people who supported, taught and inspired me for nearly over half a century. So I just want to take this moment to say thank you. I just want to share one lesson I've probably learnt from my fellow one lesson that I've learnt over the years with my slightly younger graduates. So as a teenager, as I've heard, I had the career option of nurse or nun. You've heard that. But actually, Margaret, being a nun would have been a car crash for me. But I did manage to find the third way, and as you've heard, I got the job in the care home that was run by nuns. And significantly, while I was there, one of the priests passed away, and I helped to look after him in his final days. And at one point he said to me, "You make a good nurse." And of course you could really see, it could have been God sending a very strong message. They didn't want me to be a nun, but for me, I took it to say that I could actually work with people and provide meaningful comfort. And as I was discovering a growing passion for supporting people at their profound moments, I didn't quite understand the academic rigour of nursing. But your degrees and your incredible skills attest to this. This is an expert, technically demanding job. However, we know while technical skills and knowledge are essential, we know that they're not enough. They have to be matched by our emotional intelligence, which is our essential humanity. I just want to talk about this a little bit. Now, this might be less tangible, but it's your essential humanity that adds the value, power, impact, and effectiveness to your skill. The skilled application of humanity for me is where you find the magic of nursing. Now, not long ago, I was a patient and I'd never felt so vulnerable. With the acute phase of my treatment lasting a year, the surgeons and oncologists provided 20% of my treatment, but it was the nurses who provided the 80%. The nurses who guided me and my family through every step of the process, through options for surgery, chemotherapy, and most importantly, through the anguish that comes with uncertainty. Now, that experience made me understand the duality of what it actually means to be a nurse, to match your humanity to your experience. I wouldn't have felt safe if their compassion wasn't matched by clear competence, but similarly, I wouldn't have felt reassured if their competence wasn't matched by their compassion. So your skills tell you what to do, but your humanity can help you understand how best to do it. And those things have to be inseparable. And it's the case with every situation and setting. So even now, as Deputy Chief Nurse for England, I can't speak truth to power, or try and speak truth to power, change policy, or transform systems without deeply understanding their impact on people. So whatever you do, it must be always driven by the human outcome and experience. And your essential humanity, my essential humanity, is not something we should take for granted. It's something we should always actively nurture. See it as a skill to be developed, or a muscle even to be strengthened. And for me, through the magic of nursing, I realise that every human interaction can enrich your life if you use it constructively to engage with your humanity. So, for example, reflect on how you would respond if you were in another situation. Map out the impact of your decisions, the decisions you could have on people, and be curious about different perspectives people bring to the key moments in their lives. Understanding the complexity of working in a team under pressure, and yes, think about how best brings somebody through an incredibly difficult situation, be it a patient facing cancer or a colleague who has made a devastating mistake. So becoming conscious of, valuing and nurturing your own essential humanity gives you the wisdom and understanding to know how best to use your skills in the many different situations you will face. Some will be difficult, of course, where you provide comfort in times of sadness, but some will be filled with joy where you help new parents meet their child for the first time. But even when it's tough, it's a privilege to support people in those moments. So my message is, when you match your skills and expertise with your humanity, you will make an incredible difference to people's lives. So thank you so much for this honorary doctorate, and thank you for choosing nursing, midwifery, occupational therapy as a career. Each one of you has an incredible degree from an amazing university, and you can and you will go on to make a real difference. This is your day, and I feel so privileged to be part of it. Congratulations to you all, and enjoy. Thank you.
We will now commence the presentation of the Postgraduate Awards for the School of Health and Society, with each student being presented individually for their award. I would like to invite Professor Margaret Rowe, Dean of the School of Health and Society, to present the PhD Awards.
Pro-Chancellor, on behalf of the School of Health and Society, I present for the award Doctorate in Philosophy, with the title Effective Collaborative Working Between Nurses in Multicultural Settings in Saudi Arabia, Barriers and Solutions, Rasha Abdulzi Al-Turki. Doctor of Philosophy with a title, No Money, No Treatment, No Life, the lived experience of hemodialysis patients in Nigeria, Chidiyebe Valentine Ikuma. Doctor of Philosophy with the title, A Qualitative Study Examining Parental Experiences and Aspirations Regarding Participation in Decision-Making in 2 Neonatal Intensive Care Units, Natalie Fairhurst. Doctor of Philosophy with the title, Effective Domain Development of Undergraduate Nursing Students, Defining, Developing and Measuring the Impact of Transformational Learning Activities, Melanie Stevens. Professional Doctorate with a title, A Perfect Storm, a feminist participatory approach to leadership development for occupational therapy undergraduates, Heather Davison. Pro-Chancellor, that concedes my presentation of the doctoral students.
We will now continue the presentation of postgraduate awards for the School of Health and Society, and I would like to invite Dr. Vicky Halliwell, Deputy Dean of the School of Health and Society, to present these awards.
Pro-Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the School of Health and Society, I present for the award of Master of Science, Advanced Occupational Therapy, Lisa Ann Brown. Ivana Kleppo. Natasha Mulder. Alexandra Thompson. For the award of Master of Science Midwifery, Kimberly Ann Cbe. For the award of Master of Science Nursing Education, Samar Al-Urali. Amal Hussein Al-Somali. Louise Elizabeth Bowden. Rawia Abdullah Budriz. Nicola Jane Lamont. Danisel Mukanwazi. For the award of Master of Science Nursing Practice, Michael Gill. Michelle Louise Gracia. Minnie Jacob. Anne Lowry. Gianna Jacqueline O'Connor. Pro-Vice-Chancellor, that concludes the postgraduate awards.
We will now present the undergraduate awards for the School of Health and Society. Again, each student will be presented individually for their award. I would like to invite Brian Bogue, Associate Dean International Development for the School of Health and Society, to present the awards.
Pro-Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Dean, staff and students of the School of Health and Society, I present for the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours, Integrated Practice in Learning Disabilities Nursing and Social Work, Saida Fatima Hajia Basarat. Rita Bridget. Gabriella Rydell. For the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours Midwifery, Lacey Natalie Burgess. Hannah Jane Cathry. Hannah Chadwick. Francesca Fennick. Danielle Louise Horn. Hannah Rebecca James. Lisa Deanne Jones. Sarah Mitchell Kendall. Zara Khan. Alicia Maguire. Jessica McShane. Charlotte Catherine Murray. Francis Pennington. Adele Powell. Natalie Richards. Ross Wilson. For the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours Nursing Registered Nurse Adult, Nimra Hamid Abdul. Samia Amjad. Sana Amjad. Laura Bain. Chloe Victoria Banks. Ashley Barker. Carla Jane Berry. Rubina Begum. Rhiannon Blackledge. Ailsa Catherine Sim Bridge. Michelle Broderick. Kay Brotherton. Kelly Butterworth. Molly Cam. Charlotte Carter. Nicola Jane Chandler. Alison Clark. Lauren Patricia Clark. Bethany Conroy. Jessica Emma Cook. Claire Cordingley. Sophia Curry, Seema Samantha Rose Din, Alexa Jade Durham, Time Edwards, Bethany Eleanor Elmer, Lucy Etherington, Eve Ewens, Jacqueline Ayres, Katie Joanne Ayres, Emily Fairbrother, Hayley Fish, David Gallagher, Chloe Greenough, Mark Grice, Amy Gunshun, Iman Hamidi, Katie Francis Ham, Jessica Ellen Hammond, Sophia Isabel Hargreaves, Rebecca Harris, Nicola Jane Hall, Katrina Jasmine Heathcote, Laura Henthorne, Amanda Hobson, Shazad Hussain, Amanda Hutton, Catherine Victoria James, Stacey Lee Johnson, Naomi Johnston, Keris Jones, Kiran Koza, Victoria Kenny, Raiz Nazir Khan, Samaya Almas Khan, Honor Elizabeth King, Nicola K. Curlew, Danielle Bianca Leonard, Shanice Lockley, Rachel Loftus, Stephanie Lomas, Magdalena Maria Longstaff, Gemma Lumley, Katie Mackinson, Annabella Macy, Melissa Jane Matina, Priscilla Onjuju Mbalaski, Kaylee MacDonald, Sophie Monaghan, Wynette Mutonga Wafa, Vida Nizami, Carly Louise O'Connell, Amy Jane Otter, Chantelle Louise Parkinson, Nalia Parveen, Emma Lee Payne, Shelby Pope, Emily Ann Reid, Komal Riaz, Lisa Rigby, Natasha Rigby, Jessica Roberts, Rachel Roberts, Ashley Robbins, Lauren Robinson, Eva Sajida, Anasa Salim, Malene Sawyers, Trinos Siteti, Sarah Sherlock, Jenny Ann Simkis, Danielle Smith, Alice Faye Southworth, Lucy Ann Sterling, Bushra Sultan, Claire Sutcliffe, Charlotte Emily Swanick, Megan Tan, Maureen Oguja Taveras, Grace Elizabeth Toland, Catherine Travis, Chloe Catherine Unsworth, Kirsty Yuri, Laura Valentine, Grace Antanjo Wanja, Rebecca Marsden Ward, Leanne Whitehead, Laura Ann Whiteley, Rebecca Michelle Wildbuer, Chisholm Christian Williams, Emily Jane Wright, Kirsty Lee Wright, Aisha Yunas, for the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours Nursing, Registered Nurse Children and Young People, Fatima Ahmed, Nicole Chantal Almond, Sophia Louise Bartley, Lauren Mariella Brown, Emily Ann Kane, Rebecca Cooper Tong, Michelle Cosgrove, Siobhan Marie Daly, Caroline Heather Dickin, Lauren Georgina Durward. Stephanie Eyes. Hannah Louise Bonita Gaffey. Tamsin Jade Gallagher. Danielle Gardner. Fern Hartigan Jones. Faye Louise Hurley. Kailud Islam. Misbah Javed. Alexander Jowlett. Kobita Kohli Khan. Grace Wee Heng Law. Sharon Louise Madden. Nisba Malika Matloob. Georgina McPartlin. Charity Mukanya. Nicole Jordan Parish Bailey. Daniela Rains. Sophie Roberts. Rabia Sultana. Sophia Valley. Olivia Page Williams. For the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours Nursing, Registered Nurse Mental Health, Melanie R. Barbie. Helen Uchuku Chuwuka Bello. Laura Jane Casson. Sonia Kleins. Suzanne Davin. Harriet Elizabeth Duff. Isabella Eden Moore. Shernice Fenton. Nirpal Singh Gali. Fionn Lowry Harvey. Natalie Hughes. Thomas Hughes. Jennifer Kearns. Stanislaus Quereca. Rebecca Jane Marshall. Margaret Teresa Nutter. Adwe M. Okubuni. Charlotte Louise Erica Pemberton. Samantha Prince. Louise Routledge. Bethany Shaw. Samuel Tu Kochu. Nicola Marie Williams. Candice Louise Zaman. For the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours Nursing Studies, Adeloin Opinei Adesuloro. Vera Chisimidi Alexander. Patience Chitigu. Tracy Omatayo, IBI. Suad Ibrahim. Mary Jeba Masukwai. Consolata Montem. Elizabeth Montem. Kirsty Murta. Chioma Maureen Nitwanka. Chidima Nola Onwuka. Mandisi Anita Shoko. For the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours Occupational Therapy, Noshin Ashak. Steph Jane Busby. Gary Butler. Katrina Ann Byrne. Emily Louise Carney. Zoe Louise Casey. Hannah Chadwick. Leah Caudell. Helen Corrigan. Jennifer Cromie. Rebecca Edgley. Connor David Ellsworth Gaskin. Sarah Fairbanks. Jade French. Fiona Harkin. Rachel Hart. Karen Isherwood. Louise Jones. Mike Jones. Emma Elizabeth Keogh. Megan Francis Kerr. Anne Lowe. Ruth McGee. Michael Francis Finnan McLaughlin. Haroon Mee. Kelsey Marie Morton. Nima Pereira. Philippa Shenton. Rebecca Louise Stainton. Emer Tom. Karen Amanda Tinney. Laura Ann Traynor. Kira Tumulty. Claire Louise Worthington. For the degree of Bachelor of Science, Nursing, Registered Nurse Adult, Alex Alston. Jay Anderson. Harriet Ellen Ardern. Kasim Arshad. Laura Black. Nicole Stephanie Blundell. Molly Bernadette Carroll. Summer Ibris Chowdhury. Samantha Churadaza. Jessica Rosemary Cook. Georgina Cox. Cheryl Doyle. Francesca June. Caroline Garside. Andrew Gray. Andrea Hanley. Chelsea Harding. Efa Doladopo Esola. Bethany Kemp. Kay Judith Cavan Lawson. Emily Lewis. Claire Lingard. Justine Saviour Livingston. Alexander Maybury. Rachel Molyneux. Molly Moran. Loretta Mutenga. Miles Plum. Mohammed Rastad. Lascelle Smith. Lauren Jane Snape. Candy Stratton. Lauren Thompson. Chloe Louise Thompson. Brittany Louise Tremlett. Dua Udin. Christopher James Walker. Rebecca Maria Walpole. Rhiannon Whitehead. Danielle Jane Wilson. For the degree of Bachelor of Science Nursing, Registered Nurse Children and Young People, Linda Ann Alsager. For the degree of Bachelor of Science Nursing Adult, Jennifer Wright. Returning to the Bachelor of Science Nursing for Children and Young People, Amy Lee Fortune. Keely Hood. Angela Howe. Will Lardner. Sumaya Saeed. Lucy Shaw. Chloe Gemma Smith. Victoria Wilkinson. For the degree of Bachelor of Science Nursing, Registered Nurse Mental Health, Safa Armella. Belinda Bayen Nkube. Holly Jane Crosby. Ruby Doyle. Karen Goodyear, Rihanna Hijezi, Timothy Jobson Mitchell, Lauren Johnston, Lauren King, Paul Michael O'Keefe, Miriam Feary, Jennifer Louise Willis, for the Foundation Degree Science Nursing Associate, Michelle Andrew, Cheryl Ashworth, Ray Louise Aspinall, Shauna Kathleen Batty, Leah Boland, Rachel Louise Clayton, Alice Mary Cooney, Danica Doherty, Louise Sarah Doherty, Chelsea Dunleavy, Sarah Jane Etchells, Alison Fino, Emma Fisher, Mary Halden, Emma Harden, Jessica Julie Hardman, Lauren Jade Hayward, Katie Hodgson, Jaina Jadva, Emily Johnson, Patience Sarah Kidsandy, Oning Terira Langdon, Aisha Leonard, Samantha Locke, Heidi McGee, Rachel McCreevy, Alice McGrath, Ursula Marie McGrath, Sarah Mills, Katie Elizabeth Mumford, Jade O'Neill Burns, Kelly Ann O'Toole, Georgina Louise Portis, Sinead Ritchie Boheny, Andrea Rogerson, Heather Scrafton, Janine Smith, Kaylee Vivanti, Carly Whitworth, Charlotte Whitworth, Michelle Ann Young, the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours Occupational Therapy, Claire Murphy. For the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours Nursing, Registered Nurse Mental Health, Serge Vivian Jivokova. Idiat Yekeni. And that completes the undergraduate awards, Pro Vice-Chancellor.
Graduates, your name has changed. Graduates and distinguished guests, that concludes the presentations of the awards from the School of Health and Society. Now, before I invite the Pro Vice-Chancellor to close the ceremony, I would like to inform you that we'll be taking a group photograph of all of our new graduates immediately after the ceremony outside on the piazza. However, it has started raining. And therefore you're going to need to get a wriggle on getting out there. So if I can encourage you that as we process out, you make your way outside and get yourself formed up for the picture. As quickly as possible, we'll try to get it done whilst we're still reasonably dry. To facilitate that, could I please ask that guests remain in your seats until after the graduates have left the theatre. Graduates, if you follow on after the academic procession out onto the piazza. For those of you with cameras, don't panic if you don't get out there in time to get your picture. We will be sharing the official photographs on our various social media platforms in the days to come. I would now like to invite the Pro Vice-Chancellor, Dr. Sam Grogan, to close the ceremony.
Wow, that was fantastic. It's fantastic to meet the eyes and shake the hands of so many people. I'm always wondering where you're going to go and what you're going to do, and it's an incredibly exciting thought. So congratulations to you all again. A couple of brief thank yous. First of all, I'd like to extend thanks to the Lowry and the Lowry staff for hosting us so admirably. Please join me in a round of applause of thanks. Second of all, to the events team who have marshalled us, shepherded us, and everyone in red who has made sure we are where we need to be, saying what we need to be saying, and moving in the right direction. Please could I ask you to join me in thanking them. And finally, to our most excellent musicians and singers and band members, thank you very much for your contribution. So, ladies and gentlemen, I should, on behalf of the University of Salford, I should like to offer my sincere congratulations to each and every one of our graduates. Now, it's time to ask the graduates now to stand, first of all. So this is my last request of you as your Pro Vice-Chancellor. Graduates, please put on your hats. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2019. May I now invite everyone to stand, please. I declare this congregation closed. Thank you very much.